Oh my goodness. Let's bring in Maslansky and Partners President Lee Carter. Lee, I see a lot of smiles there, but when you break it down and actually listen to what he's saying, it seems so unbelievable to me that somebody would inject race and wanting to get rid of a religion and the intifada. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Government-run grocery stores, for instance. I mean, he has taken a position that is so far to the left. We haven't ever seen anything this far to the left.
On its face, it absolutely seems bananas. We can't even deny that. And what even takes it to the next level, from my perspective, is the people that voted for him are the very ones that are going to be penalized the most. His voters, by and large, were white and made over $100,000. Minorities voted for Cuomo. These people that he says that he's there to protect did not vote for him. It is really, really astonishing. But this group of people, and there is a group on the left who has bought into a narrative that is not unlike what Donald Trump sold, which is that the system is rigged, it is unfair, and we need to get it back. And what his solutions are totally different from Donald Trump's. His answer is that we need to equalize society, that we have to have this great equity in all things. And it's a complete opposite of what Donald Trump's policies are. But he's tapping into this feeling that people have that things are just so unfair. It doesn't seem right. And it's resonating with young, white, wealthy New Yorkers. And it is really astonishing when you look at the polling. It doesn't seem to make sense unless you look at the root cause. And that root cause is that people really feel like the system's broken, it's not working the way that it should, and they want radical change.
But it's horse manure because it's not broken for them.
Oh, absolutely.
It is not broken for them. These are the same numbskulls who were lapping up Osama bin Laden's letter to America like it was a warm bowl of milk on TikTok.
I mean, it is unbelievable to think that people were reposting that letter as if he was a hero. There are so many things that don't make sense. But one thing is for sure. There is a narrative out there that the people are being oppressed and we need to save them. We need to change this. We need to equalize everything. And it's a narrative that's resonating. And it isn't true and it isn't right. But it is a narrative that young people are embracing, and we're seeing it on our college campuses. We're seeing it in New York City in the mayoral race. We're seeing it across the board. And it can be surprising on the one hand, but it's the same disease that's growing and spreading like a virus.
Well, it's just, everything's free. Everything. Just go to the grocery, just pick things up. It's just, when you give everything away and just smile along the way, you see partly what happens, but we'll see where we get in the finish line. I want to ask you about this because Congressman Don Bacon is not running for re-election. He has been very much kind of anti-Trump. You see Senator Tillis out of North Carolina. President Trump took him on and said, hey, we're going to find a primary opponent. Now he says he's not going to run. What's happening here other than, is this just Donald Trump flexing his political muscle?
I think in part it's Donald Trump flexing his political muscle, and I think it's these guys' last way of taking a stand and saying, you know what, enough's enough. Because there is a fraction of the party, and when you look at the polling on the big, beautiful bill, 75% of MAGA Republicans support it, but 75% of non-MAGA Republicans oppose it. And so there is some pretty strong opposition right now within the Republican Party. It's not huge. By and large, Republicans are supporting Donald Trump, but there is a fracture that's going on right now, and I think this is representative of it. But at the end of the day, they're stepping down, and I think it's Donald Trump's flex there, and he's going to have his own candidates come back in.
Well, Tom, not a Tar Heel, Tillis, has got his trousers in a knot because he wants green subsidies. He wants extended the solar and wind subsidies. And he is picking up the line about Medicaid from the Democrats. It's garbage. He's not a Republican. So hit the road, Jack.
That's what was so surprising to me. When you looked at what they were opposed to, it was repeating Democratic lines rather than saying really what we're opposed here is spending or being a true conservative or something along those lines. But that's not what it is. They're reporting and repeating the Democratic talking points. And I think that is really disappointing to a lot of Republicans.
Lee Carter, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.